Having a diss track written about an Otome game was certainly not on my 2024 bingo card this year. But I guess look at where we are now, lovelies. This is insane. This is absolutely crazy. So I found out about this situation on my post that I had asked people if they wanted me to read their compatibility birth charts with our lovely boys in Love and Deepspace. And I saw a comment here from Anastasia Drozdova 1192 saying, I'm curious, are you planning to talk about that CN rapper's diss song controversy with potential lawsuit from Paper Games? I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts about the situation. Now, it took me some time to get all of this information organized, but we are finally here and we're finally going to talk about this. Hey, what is up, lovelies? I'm Lynn, the Gacha Goblin, and today we're diving deep into this whole rapper shenanigans that happened earlier this week. So for those of you who aren't aware of what happened earlier this week, let's summarize the events to the best of my ability. Now, I am no Mujin, so forgive me if my explanation isn't exactly top tier. I just want to give enough context and understanding of the situation, so that way when I give my opinion at the very end, you have all of this information and background to agree or disagree with me. So there were two posts that were put up on Reddit about the incident that I used to research. There was this post by a Pisang Minyak Rivas on r/Gacha Gaming, and another post put up on the r/Love and Deepspace _ the unofficial Love and Deepspace Reddit. It's also written by Ricky555, who is a incredibly reliable source, very well known in the subreddit and also on the official subreddit, so very reliable. I trust this post. Now, what I can tell you is that the post that got more attention was definitely the one on r/gaming, because this is a general subreddit where all gacha games are posted about. However, this post doesn't dive deep into exactly what happened and giving all of the context of the situation, which actually caused this poster here, Penguin LVE, probably Penguin Love, to say that, you know, this post, the OP didn't explain why this particular rapper, the first female rapper, was so bad, and that a better post would be the one on this subreddit by Ricky555. So let's go over what Ricky555 put up and let's summarize this whole event. So for the second time this year, Love and Deepspace posted a serious notice addressing a legal issue. The Weibo post, posted on August 26 at 11:01 p.m. contains an image and a short text. The post reads, "Collection of evidence has completed. Any type of infringement and insult, whether directed to the game, characters, or players, will never be tolerated or accepted. Our official statement is as below. We will pursue this to the end. See you in court." Now, the image attached to this post is the official statement from Paper Games dated August 26th. The incident statement referred to is PAC's original Weibo post published earlier on the same day at 4:44 p.m. The statement points out that PAC's post has two components, namely a main text and a song in video format. The entire video uses clips taken from Love and Deepspace's game. Both the song in the video and the main text of PAC's post contain derogatory and insulting phrases such as unscrupulous game, brazen, and poisoning the next generation. PAC's post also claims that the age verification system is in name only. With regard to this incident, Paper Games lists 3 action points. First is a stern warning for PAC to cease any and all activities that infringe on Paper Games' rights and reputation, and to delete the offending post, all to be fulfilled within 24 hours after Paper Games' official statement is published. Second is for PAC to come out and offer a formal explanation and apology for said incident. Third is a request for the general public to not repost or share the content of the offending post and video in question, lest doing so infringes on certain rights and thus prosecutable under certain laws. So, PAC had posted a video. To summarize this little part here, PAC had posted a video dissing supposedly all Otome games, but the only Otome game that he put in his video was Love and Deepspace clips. Mainly Silas in his no defense zone pose, shirtless and wearing glasses. So it was during the Illusio event. He took videos from the Illusio event from somebody else's account, I'm assuming, and used that in his DISS video. He also used scenes from the Misty Invasion card that we just recently received. So PAC's DISS song, past midnight on August 27th, PAC deleted the original post and video. However, he replaced it with a new video that contains the same song, but without the clips from Love and Deepspace. Shortly after, the second video post was also deleted. The approximately 3-minute song called DISS was supposedly PAC's newest composition. The song sang of hatred towards Otome games, with the F word used repeatedly in the chorus directed at Otome games. Its lyrics not only talked bad about Otome games, their male leads, and companies that made them, but also the parents who did not monitor what their kids were playing, and the minors playing these Otome games. Part of the lyrics sang that this song was written out of the good-heartedness for the minors playing Otome games. However, the lyrics generally carried demeaning tones when addressing said minors, including phrases that tear them and their dreams down, such as "keep in mind that you are still a kid" and "wake up child, that is not love." What led to the creation of this song would have to be traced back to August 21st, when Nineone shared on her public account some things related to her playing Otome games, specifically Light and Night and the later mentioned Love and Deepspace. Her fans started leaving comments like, "Wish you and Raphael together forever, the sweetest couple, we don't talk about the other third wheels who don't even spend as much. And Nineone, do you still love us? Don't let the cardboard characters seduce you away from us." These comments sparked an argument that also spread to the Nineone Otome games topic, where there were posts with "your boyfriend came free with the app, and there's even 5 to choose from, lmao. And isn't that just some 2D ducks anyone can spare money with some spare money can hire?" So, a little background here. Ducks actually means a derogatory meaning in Chinese for male prostitute, rent boy, and money boy. So, this is the background as to why PAC had created this song in the first place. It was in a way to defend Nineone here. And these are the screenshots of the posts that came from Nineone's fans. And what makes it worse is that Nineone never corrected her fans for dissing other Otome game players, or implying that she implied that she was the official couple of one of the love interests in Love and Deepspace. So that is already a big no-no. As the online argument between Otome game players and hip-hop fans grew fiercer, with threatening words aimed at Nineone popping up, PAC jumped in and started dissing Otome game players. Eventually, this led to PAC making the song dissing Otome games and the underaged players. Now, this is kind of strange if you ask me, just because if PAC starts dissing Otome game players, then isn't he then just dissing Nineone? Because Nineone plays Otome games, and a lot of celebrities in China play Otome games. I don't know, maybe his intention was just to aim it towards the minors who were playing Otome games, but either way, I think that his method of trying to portray himself was very, very incorrectly done. Okay, so continuing on. Although Nineone has been lying low and Pact has also deleted his videos, the dust has not yet settled. So Liang Wan, a music critic, voices utmost support for Pact and declared that he will be picking random Otome players who left comments under his posts to sue for damaging his reputation. On his Weibo post, he also tagged the Love and Deepspace official account and gave them 3 suggestions. First, to check their own game and to remove all scenes that involve touching the male leads, and added that as a game company in China, they should know that even with the age rating of 18+, content that are sexually suggestive is not allowed. Second, to take note of their players' behaviors that are negatively impacting the game's image. And third, to take responsibility for everything they have boasted publicly before. I don't even know where to begin with this post. But let's see. Let's start from the very beginning. So Liang Wan, a music critic, voiced his opinion in support for Pact. The fact that he's picking random Otome players who left comments under Pact's posts and suing them for damaging his reputation. These posts did not damage his reputation. Pact ruined his own reputation by making that post and that video. Okay, because it's number 1, hypocritical, and number 2, incredibly misogynistic. So yes, Pact ruined his own career by trying to be the knight in shining armor for Nineone and defending her, which not really, because you technically dissed her too for playing Otome games, because you're dissing Otome games in general. So yeah. And in this Weibo post that Ling Yuan posted, he also tagged the Love and Deepspace official account and gave them 3 suggestions. The audacity of this music critic, alright, trying to attack Love and Deepspace, and giving them suggestions. So to remove all the scenes that involve touching the male leads, how many games are there that are for the waifu lovers? You know what I'm saying? How many games are there for the male audience to fawn over these well-endowed women and seeing all of these jiggle physics and whatnot? Okay, and you're telling me that that Love and Deepspace should know that with an age rating of 18+, the content is sexually suggestive and that's not allowed. So the content in all of these jiggle physics female games, alright, female character games made for males, is not corrupting the youth of today? Is that what you're trying to imply here? Because that feels, I don't know, that feels hypocritical to me. Alright, let's just moving on. A few of Pact's friends in the hip-hop circle also showed support for Pact. Of course they did. And I bet you they're all males. Okay. Players and netizens' reactions to this incident. Most of the comments from Otome game players revolve around defending the genre and calling Pact out for not dissing those 12+ games aimed at male audiences that feature scantily clothed women characters with big assets. Exactly what I was saying. One post that took off is from a 50-year-old mother who stood in favor of Otome games. In her Weibo post, she said she felt there is nothing bad about girls playing Otome games, especially in the current times where fast food love is prevalent. Fast food love, I'm going to interpret as, you know, just dating and not being serious about it. It is good, prevalent. It is good there exists someone who can patiently grow along with and teach her daughter what are the correct relationship attitude and outlook to have. Okay, through playing Otome games, her daughter has slowly learned what she wants in a romantic relationship. As a result, she gained confidence in her daughter's future choice of a romantic partner in life. I mean, hey, if I ended up with a person like Xavier or a person like Zane, I would be pretty happy in my life, in my romantic choices. The DISS song also sparked several players to write their own diss-back songs, maybe musicians. But the one that gained much popularity is a song that was originally released at the end of 2022 and reshared again in response to this incident. I can't pronounce that, is an original song that defends every Otome player's right to find their own happiness from Otome games. It celebrates the positive affirmations that players could experience and find through their husbandos, providing an assurance that it is alright to love them. The full song can be found on Xiaohongshu, this is me trying, Weibo, and Bilibili. Okay, so it's really nice to have a more mature woman put in her 2 cents, especially since she was watching her daughter playing all of these games. Okay, so this was the post that was recommended by Penguin Love, and now I want to go and read what Penguin Love said in their post, because they actually put more perspective into exactly what Nineone did and why she was portrayed too angel-like in the original post posted on our Gacha Gaming. So, alright, the moderator got rid of my post, so I'm reposting it here. I feel like this post did a very bad job at explaining why the guy is such a piece of shit, and why the situation caused so much backlash to both rappers, the female and the male especially. So I wanted to share this post and explain the situation a lot better and more completely. It also has receipts and screenshots. The female rapper is absolutely not innocent. This post is extremely unclear about this. Her completely uncalled for behavior instigated all of this, causing so much unwarranted damage and drama to the situation and onto innocent people. Nobody ever provoked any of this except her need to get attention, and now she's trying to act all White Lotus as if it's not all the cause of her personal actions. Nobody cares if she's shared her games, but the way she shoves it down people's throats when nobody cared, letting her fans to attack normal players, calling them the other woman, and calling the other Otome players that's not her, poor, ugly, etc. is absolutely ridiculous. There were never conflicts between her and the Otome community to warrant all these AoE personal attacks and insults. Those fans who trash talk the other male leads. Oh, those fans also trash talk the other male leads, which are massive taboos in the Otome sphere. Oh man, yeah, pretty bad here. So basically, to sum it up, Nineone didn't learn or try to even learn or respect the Otome culture when it comes to playing these games and sharing your love for, the love interest online. She not only implied that she was the official couple for one of the male leads, but also let her fans run rampant, dissing all the Otome players, calling them poor and ugly and the other woman, as if we were all having an affair with her supposed husband. So very bad. And also, I also don't like the fact that she let her fans talk trash about the other male leads in the games, because that's not fair. And actually, this poster talks about this. So the characters are innocent. You can trash talk companies, you can trash talk people if they did something wrong, but trash talking male leads are absolutely frowned upon, because the male leads themselves have done nothing wrong and is completely innocent of the situation. Not to add on all the bad attention and the mental stress it causes. And the poster says, "Yes, I'm pissed. Yes, I absolutely effing despise her due to these events. If it sounds harsh, you can downvote me all you want, but I can assure you, as of right now, every single Otome players in all of China feel the exact same way I do. the topic exploded and was trending #1 on a bunch of platforms for almost an entire day. Regarding the guy, he is much worse. Don't even want to get started on him, but because he is actually so much objectively worse, I don't feel the need to spend as much time explaining why he's bad. I want to specify this to clarify that A, he is definitely worse, and B, even though he's worse, I'm not talking about him as much because I don't need to explain why he's human trash. It's more obvious. Alright, then they edit it a few times. So the first edit says, I can't believe I forgot to mention the most important part, the hypocrisy with misogyny. Okay. I don't think I need to elaborate how male players are consistently spoiled with all the waifu games versus female players and what husbando games get on a normal basis. So the fact that this is sole high budget quality Otome with actual more adult content that exploded in popularity gets so specifically targeted with the most hypocritical, laughable reason when the person so perfectly avoided mentioning all the waifu games out there that are much more inappropriate played a large part why it caused so much public outrage, especially with women, including and not limited to Otome players. And then the second edit is, I want to add some more context. The original post also mentioned this. The female rapper originally mentioned 3 Otome games. One of them is Love and Deepspace, and the other 2 are from different companies. This is actually the most interesting part of this post, if you ask me. So Tencent, the company that has made Light and Night, and NetEase, which made this game, which I don't know the English name, I'll dub it as Outside of the World as a direct translation. And important context to this is that she originally referenced Light and Night, then proceeded to drag the other 2 games, including Love and Deepspace. What makes this guy even more of an a-hole is that he is a coward, not only picking on Love and Deepspace. Tencent is massive in China, so nobody messes with Tencent. Light and Night is under Tencent. That's why he didn't put any videos or clips of Light and Night in his video that he put out with his rap song. So Outside the World is under NetEase. NetEase is also a massive company. His music is under NetEase platform, so he can't afford to mess with NetEase, which is so funny, so funny. So this guy Pack was complaining about Otome games when his own music company that he works for has its own Otome game too. So guess who he picked? Guess which game is the only game out of the 3 mentioned that gets unwarrantedly personally dragged by him? Of course, thank God Paper Games for once was not a coward and stood up for all of us, but to this very moment he has not apologized. He has not publicly apologized. Paper Games gave him 24 hours and he has still not apologized. I cannot emphasize this enough. This guy is misogynistic, ignorant, hypocritical, and most importantly, not sorry at all. He, in every way, shape, or form, does not feel bad for what he has done, period. And edit 3, oh, I didn't see this earlier. Thank you to the commenter reminding me, yes, his rapper friends sleep and impregnate underage girls too. My god. So there's a fabulous detail to the situation as well. Oh, and did I mention he also plays Japanese hentai games? If not, that there's that too. Okay, so much to unpack. Alright, so first of all, I don't know if there's any proof of this little edit here, so I will not be really using this in any of my opinions because I don't see any like screenshots or explanations or anything like that. There is just a lot more that was posted here that I cannot go through right now. Yeah, I don't think he has apologized. This post was put 3 days ago, so it's definitely past that 24-hour period that Paper Games has put out. So I will look into seeing if something has changed, but as of right now there is no news or no update on the situation from the subreddit for Love and Deepspace, the unofficial one, which is where I see the information about this. What's strange is that this entire situation was not posted on the official Love and Deepspace subreddit. It wasn't posted on their social media. On the EN side, I'm not sure if it was posted on any other global platform that they use. It might have been posted elsewhere, like on a Weibo or something, but I don't have the website for that, so I haven't used that. But yeah, definitely Pact is a coward because he did only attack Love and Deepspace that Nineone was playing just because it wasn't a company that he thought would attack him, which is really, really dumb. And yes, incredibly hypocritical and misogynistic that this is the only time that a high budget Otome game has come out and it's being attacked by males saying that it's ruining the youth. Okay, let's just hold off on this one. We'll save this juicy bit for last. But yeah, it's it's a crazy situation. And hopefully these posts kind of like summarize what has been happening. But I also wanted to do a little deep dive, not deep dive, but a little bit of more research of who Nineone is. So what I did, I did some research, okay, about the whole situation. So let's start off with, this is Nineone. This lady is Nineone. Alright, now when I did this, when I started looking at pictures of her, okay, I found out that she was actually accused of calling women men's dream wreckers. So this was in the Global Times. Apparently, to summarize this little post, she was at a music festival and she did a performance and she gave a little speech. And people started calling her a man lover because of this speech that she gave out, because she was saying that many boys dream of becoming footballers or video game players, but after 18, all their dreams become buying a house and car. And it was like she was implying that many women's basic requirements for a man today is to, to own property and a car, were a root of evil that kills men's personal pursuits and puts them under massive pressure. So, does society not give women any pressure? Where do words such as leftover woman come from? A netizen posted on Sino Weibo criticizing Nineone. And a lot of similar comments followed that. And I think she was one who said this. To ask my boyfriend, or was it her? Let's see. Oh, so there were also people defending her, saying that they felt bad asking their boyfriend to provide for them. It's all based on your opinions, but the fact that she made this a public statement at a music festival in front of many different types of people from different ages just shows that she's not the best PR person in the world. I don't think she thinks before she speaks or thinks before she acts or posts. And this happened in 2021, so it's 2024 now. 3 years clearly hasn't changed her skills in public speaking or speaking out into the public. So that's who Nineone is. I kind of now understand why she thought it was okay to post all of those things about her game, about our game, about any Otome game actually. And it's incredibly, I don't know, it's stupid that she didn't correct her fans. Like, when you join a culture, especially a new culture that you're new in, okay, you have to learn how things are done to respect that culture in general, and she did not do that at all. She didn't even show any inkling towards respecting the Otome culture by not correcting her fans, by not saying that or denying that she was the official couple with a certain Otome main character. She didn't do any of that. She just let everything just go, and ignorance cannot be ignored, even though it is on this massive scale. Ignorance can't be ignored in those kinds of things. That's why a lot of people get into trouble for these situations. So there is that. It's also the lack of acknowledgement on her side of her actions, especially when, you know, her fans were calling other Otome players the other woman, or bashing them and calling them poor and fat. So very mean, no likey. So we're just gonna close that out, and let's see. Oh yes, so this is actually from a Chinese website. This is talking about the culture of Otome games. So she would be called a dream girl. So the so-called dream girl is someone who treats the male protagonist of an Otome game as her husband. So because Otome game players are basically all dream girls, they will reject peers to a certain extent. Therefore, the entire Otome game circle has a convention that when posting dream girl oriented remarks, it is necessary to put a clear dream girl tag on them, so the other players can filter out these dream girl remarks and ensure that the player's own world, the main protagonist, belongs to him and her alone. This was translated through Google Translate, so the translation might be a little bit off, but basically it's just saying that Nineone should have put a tag on her post where she was implying she was the official couple, that she was a dream girl, because then people who want to avoid those kinds of posts can just filter it out, and thereby respecting the culture of the Otome game in China. I don't know if that's a thing here in the US. I don't really think that that's a thing here. But if there is something like that here, please let me know. I would like to know that too. It's very interesting for me. But yes. So that is who Nineone is and why she was very disrespectful to the Otome culture. Now, let's jump into exactly why Pact is so idiotic in his way of saving the younger generation. Okay, so his whole shtick, alright, was that he was saying that these games that we're playing, the Otome games that we're playing, give maybe unrealistic perceptions of love, and that these games are sleazy and disgusting and, you know, brazen and poisoning the youth. Okay, all right, so he said that about our game. Now let's just look at the most popular games in the in the waifu sphere. So big names that I can just think of off the top of my head: Nige, all right, lovely lady, beautiful assets. But can I just say, isn't this hypersexual already? Aren't we already hypersexualizing women in this game? Alright, this is definitely male gaze, you know? Definitely. You cannot deny that this character was made for the male gaze. This is a waifu game. And the rating for this game, here in the US, because I don't know where the rating is, I don't know where I can find it for CN, but the rating on the Apple Store is 12 plus. Exactly the same to what Love and Deepspace is rated here in the US. 12 plus in the Apple Store. Now let's just take a look at what this game is rated on Google. It's rated teen, and surprise, surprise, Love and Deepspace is also rated teen. Wow, interesting. Alright, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's just close these out. Alright, the next one that I want to take a look at is, of course, Snowbreak. Snowbreak has been very popular recently with its new characters coming out. New characters or like new trailers that have been coming out. So this is Snowbreak. Looks innocent enough. Characters, of course, are all female. And some are scantily dressed, of different ages, different body types, but of course, very big assets. Now, let's just see what it's rated on the App Store. This game is rated, oh, look at that, 12 plus. Okay, fantastic. Now, let's see what it's rated here. Oh, wow, it's teen. Okay, all right. Still, the same exact rating as it is for Love and Deepspace. Okay, nice. Now, now the pinnacle of the male game right now is something that I just stumbled upon because of Tectone. Actually, he reacted to this game, and it's this Brown Dust 2. Oh, wow, look at that. What are they wearing? I mean, these are fantastic looking characters, but with overly drawn and overly sexualized clothing, images, everything. It's just all out there for everybody to see. And these are new skins for summer. Okay, so these are new cards for summer. It's great. I mean, there are some male characters, yes, but of course the majority is female characters with very, very large assets. Now, if I play this, I don't know, see, it gets age restricted. Has anything been age restricted for Love and Deepspace? No, it has not. So let's just hop on over to YouTube and let's just take a little peek. Let's take a little peek at this video of theirs, and let's fast forward to the actual to the beautiful part. Okay, right here. Wow. Okay, and guess what happens? Oh no! Wow. Okay, and there's that, and then this is her. Fantastic. This is the next character. Wow, interesting. Not suggestive at all, is it? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Not at all. Anyway, that is Brown Dust 2. And let's find out what it's rated. Let's find out what this game is rated. Brown Dust 2 is rated a 17 plus. With realistic violence and, let's see, sexual content or nudity, frequent and intense. Oh wow, interesting. Nice. And on Google Play, it's rated just teen. Same as Love and Deepspace. Do I believe that the rating for Love and Deepspace should go up on the App Store? Yes, it should. I think that it definitely should ever since Misty Invasion has come out, and I've been saying that for a while that it shouldn't be 12 plus. But yeah, it's insane. You know, these games, all right, incredibly booby, incredibly booby. Like the jiggle, the jizzle, you know what I mean, physics is very prevalent, but the jiggle physics definitely exists in games, especially Brown Dust. Brown Dust is on its own tier, and they're saying that their Otome games are corrupting the youth. Otome games might, I don't even think that they are, but benefit of the doubt, alright, playing devil's advocate, they are corrupting the youth, but only the females. If you're talking about a whole generation, you need to talk about the males too, and all of the many more games out there that are quote-unquote corrupting them, okay? So it's just insane how they failed to mention how they failed to mention any of that in their video, in their song, and in their posts. Okay, all of these people who are defending Pack and Pack songs itself, and it's ridiculous. I completely am. I'm flabbergasted, I'm shocked, I'm appalled at the audacity that these men actually had to attack Love and Deepspace directly because they used their video. And now let's just pull up and watch Captain Cabinet's video about her opinions on this. We're not going to watch the whole thing because it's I think it's 13 minutes long, and this video would be, I think, over an hour already. So let's watch Captain Cabinet's a portion of it where she actually translates the video and the lyrics itself, so that way you guys can get a better understanding of what exactly Pact put out. Now, excuse the advertisement. Skip. Perfect. All right. Now let me just get to that perfect point. Let me just put on my earphones. Going to hear a little bit of background noise. Sorry. Okay, put on my earphones. Let me just rewind this a smidge here. And let's put up the volume.
But he basically made a whole diss track about Love and Deepspace. But mainly, it's about how, you know, people underage will play these games, and it's poisoning the youth, so to speak. And it's bad, and people obsess over it, and it ruins their lives, basically. So it's not really about the people, it's more about corrupting the youth kind of thing, because of all the male fan service that happens, and, you know, developers should do something about that, essentially. Obviously this is in Chinese, I can't read that, so what I did do, I got my phone and I used the translate feature, like the video translate feature. So I will include short clips here somewhere on the screen of what it looks like translated in English, if you'd like to read it, because of course I can't speak this language, so I'm not even going to try. So you can kind of see the topics they were referencing, but obviously it's kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy. But in saying that, on the same day, multiple hours later, that's when the Love and Deepspace account actually posted a lawyer's letter accusing the rapper of rights of infringement and libel, demanding him to delete the infringing content and publicly apologize. I think this might have been for using the video in the diss track more than anything, because they don't have permission to make content like that and monetize or whatever it might.
Yeah, that was also a really big thing that I also wanted to mention. The only reason why Paper Games had right to sue Pact was because he used exclusive video from Love and Deepspace. If he had not posted any of the videos in his music video, then Paper Games wouldn't have had the power to sue him for defamation and for ruining their image as a company. So it's just crazy. I kind of think it's very much idiotic and not well planned out. As a rapper, as somebody who has over supposedly 2 million followers online.
So with that sort of like copyright stuff, so that's probably why it was done. They re-uploaded it, replacing the gameplay footage, but that was also deleted. Some people in the music scene defended Pact's action and agreeing that Otome games are corrupting the youth, while others disagree as such games have age ratings and are meant for adults. So currently, C and Otome players are having heated online fights with those music celebrities.
Spectrum Internet.
Wow. Thanks, Spectrum. I really didn't need this. Let's just turn off the audio while I talk. So yeah, so the continuation of this video that Captain Cabinets put out is basically talking about how the parents are responsible for watching what their kids play, which is very true. Parents are responsible for their underage kids watching games that have scantily clothed women and scantily clothed men in their games. very much so. So I just wanted to point that out and give Captain Cabinets a shout out to. I love their videos, super fun to watch. And she is one of the only other YouTubers out there who cover Love and Deepspace and all of the news on there. So go and follow her too. Go subscribe to her channel as well. She's very fun, and I think she has, yeah, she's live on Twitch once in a while. I don't know her schedule, but yeah, check her out. But that is pretty much everything. Definitely the wrong message to be sent to fans everywhere. It's just appalling that a diss track was written for an Otome game and for all Otome games, and yet the only one that was really attacked was Love and Deepspace. The only game out there that's really made for you know, us players who want to collect husbandos. It's hilarious, and I feel like they were just riding on the social media hype that Love and Deepspace has garnered in the past few months since its release. Like, it's not even been a year and people are already dissing Love and Deepspace for all of the attention that it has and for the high quality graphics that we get too. I mean, imagine if a game like Brown Dust had the same quality that we get in Love and Deepspace. That would be insane. It would be too hyper realistic and kind of freaky, actually. Just because, can you imagine those big bazongas jiggling everywhere? That would be insane. but I mean, those are my thoughts and opinions about this whole situation. It's crazy that this actually happened, but if you really do think about this from an objective point of view, it's brought a lot of eyes onto Love and Deepspace, especially because the post was put on r/Gacha Gaming, which is again the general post for all Gacha Gaming news. So the fact that this post got over 1.2k upvotes just shows that, you know, people are looking at this, seeing what Love and Deepspace is, whether they're players, whether they're not players. It's just getting a lot more attention, and we're only, how many months has it been? Let's see, it's August, so it's only been 8 months since release, which is a little bit less because it released in like mid-January, so yeah, like 7.5 months maybe since release, and we're already getting this much attention to the game. And this is going to be very, very exciting to see how the game progresses in popularity throughout all of China, throughout here in the global sense outside of China. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the end of this month, and also looking forward to the gacha revenue, because we had Misty Invasion recently. So we shall see, because Misty Invasion just pulled in so much more attention than I think a lot of people expected. So yeah, I'm very excited for all of this news and reactions and all of these things coming out. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole drama fiasco that happened for our beloved Otome game down below in the comments. And if you like this video, please leave a like down below. Oh, and also tell me if you understood how I tried to explain and give context to this situation down below. If not, constructive criticism would be much appreciated. Maybe a few tips here and there would be really nice as well. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to join the Goblin family, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I am Lynn, the Gacha Goblin, and I will see you lovelies in the next video. Bye bye now.